Hey, Captain Taylor here with SaltyScales.com. We're out here at the Sunshine Skyway State Fishing Pier. Gonna go for round 2 on the trolley rig video. I'm out here to film this video to show you how to set it up from A to Z. I did a video in the past, but it was a terrible video. It's got a lot of views, and I know a lot of you have requested a remake showing everything from A to Z. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you what to do. Alright guys, so first thing I do when I arrive here at the pier when I'm setting up my trolley rig is I go ahead and get my quality PVC pipe. You want it to be a little bit above waist level so that way it goes over the bridge and it has enough clearance. Then what you want to do is just put it in this little groove right next to one of the posts and then use a ratchet strap to properly secure it to the bridge. Make sure it's super tight because there's going to be a lot of pressure on this rod. And the last thing you want is it going over. And as you can tell, that's not going anywhere. Next, you want to go ahead and cast your trolley rod out and slowly reel it until you get stuck on the bottom. Shouldn't take long, especially if you're over structure. A lot of fishing line down there too. There we are. So just make sure it's hung really good, guys, because the last thing you want is it popping off when you get a strike. So now that it's hung, you just lay this rod down, like so. Okay, so now you want to utilize the pre-made trolley rig, and this relates back to the video that I made a couple weeks ago, which I'll link right here. So check that video out, show you how to make this. Now what you want to do is on your snap swivel, go ahead and hook it to the line. Then take your clothespin and hook it to your rod, like so. Alright, so I have to add my rubber band because that last rubber band was bad. So there we go. That'll give it a little bit more pressure to prevent the line from slipping out, you know, because the bait fish tugging on it. This helps hold on to it. Alright, so just hook that clothespin to your rod. Now we got to get the other rod ready, which is the rod that's going to hold the bait. Alright guys, so what I'm doing, I got my bait fish here. I'm going to be using this for a cobia setup today. I went ahead and hooked my pinfish, and now I'm going to add it to the trolley rig. So come on, I'll show you how. So here's my trolley rig, guys. I want to put about 2 foot of line in between my pinfish and where I'm going to clip the leader here. Now what I want to do is go ahead and put my clicker on my big rod that holds the bait. Now, next, I'm going to put this rod in the PVC, which is going to get the tension that's required to push the bait down into the water. All right. Now you pick up your bait rod and start to put the bait down into the water. Alright, so now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and tie down the rod and make the adjustments or the settings to where when this fish strikes, he pretty much hooks himself. So I'll show you how to do that. Alright, so what I typically do is I'll put the rod butt right between my legs just to hold it. And I have the free spool open with the clicker in case something hits it. What I do is I take this rope with the loop in and I put it over the rod grip here and under the railing. So both of these should come under the railing like so. See that? Alright, so now you pretty much want this loop to be right where it's just barely coming over the butt of the rod. And then you put your line through that loop. Just like so. Now what you want to do is just wiggle the rod pulling down on the tag end of the rod, like so. All right, so we're here. What you want to do is you want to pinch right here where the line is coming through the loop, just to hold it tight. Then you make another little loop, and then you pass it around and back through the loop, and then pull up. So now you should have a little handle and a little loop right here, but look at this. That sucker ain't going nowhere. The harder you pull up, the more that knot cinches. Now when you have a fish strike, you grab this little handle, it pops through. Now you're free to fight your fish. So let me show it to you one more time. This comes through the hole, rock the rod, pull tight, pinch, make a loop, put it back through and through this loop and pull up. Doing that, very secure. Your rod's not going to go anywhere. Now what you want to do is make your adjustments on this rod here. So this is how you do that. The idea of this rod, or the idea of this rig, is to keep your bait out away from the pier regardless if the tide's coming in. For example, the tide's coming in right now and my bait's sitting out there on the surface about a foot under the water, 20 yards from the pier, stationary. But what I do is I loosen the drag. This is a star drag. So I loosen the drag just a little bit and I turn the clicker on. So now when that fish strikes, and this is why it's so effective for pelagics, when that fish strikes, he's going to feel resistance. It's instantly going to hook him. It's not going to be too tight a drag to where it pulls the hook. And then as I get to it to yank this out to fight the fish, he'll be on and good to go. And that's the dolphin eating my pinfish. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this demonstration cleared up any questions you might have had about the Pier trolley rig, and I hope this helps you catch fish, because right now the pelagics are moving in, especially in Central Florida. So you Pier fishermen, this is the time to start utilizing this method of fishing. If you have any questions or concerns, please comment below. As always, give a thumbs up, and till next time, we'll see you on the water.